Well, morning Tom, it's Saturday morning, not sure of the date, I never do, but yeah, just had a look at your butterfly video. I've just come out now and just walking around to the front to check the bird baths, and I've come across this moth that's just literally flown in front of me as I was walking down the path and has landed on the brickwork here. Yeah, I mean, considering the lack of numbers of insects that we've been, we've been making this comment right the way through spring and now into summer, you do get the odd one that I've never seen before. I mean, I've never come across this particular moth, and I'm certainly not an expert on what particular moth it is, but nevertheless it's amazing what you do find, and of course this is the start of the butterfly count, isn't it? I think until the 10th of August. So anyway, I've just caught this little fella. It's very cloudy here, and as I say in me comments on the video, we're expecting some bad weather about 10 o'clock. It's very cloudy and grey. There's no butterflies around at the minute, not like there was yesterday. But anyway, with a bit of luck, fingers crossed, we might catch something. And after all, this was rather unexpected on here. So we'll keep our eyes peeled. Catch you later. Right, so I've come down to the back of the garden, and what I'm doing, I'm just actually snipping off the tops off the old bluebells that are now finished and getting some seeds from the bluebells and the odd poppy, that's showing signs of popping its seeds. Not all of them are ready yet. They'll need another week, most of them, but there's the odd one that I'm getting before all the seeds go all over. And this year it's going to be an abundance of poppy seeds. You'll probably find the same in your garden. There's going to be a lot. But anyway, I've just spotted this lonely ladybird. It's not an update on the garden as such. It's basically an update on what insects we can spot on a very cloudy, unpredictable, weather-wise day here at Bempton. But I've just spotted this little ladybird here, so I'm going to keep snipping the bluebells off. I've got just a few in this little plastic tray here, little black seeds at the bottom, so anybody wants any bluebell seeds, I'm going to have a few. But the poppies, as I say, they aren't quite ready yet. There's these up here. They need to be left a little bit longer yet before I cut them off. Of course, the key is catching them before the wind comes and blows them all over. I got a little bird tweeting away up at the tree. I don't know where it is, I can't see it. So that's what we're among. So anything we spot insect wise, we'll try and video it. Okay. Right, Tom, well, I think what I've got here, and it's very, very tiny. I'm in the potting shed at the moment, and I'm just sorting some seeds out. I'll go through those in a moment for you. But I think I've spotted a very, very tiny ladybird. I've got a bigger one in this pot which I'll show you in a minute, but I don't know whether I'm picking it up on camera. It's right on the edge of this table, this bench. Oops. I've got it on my hand now, on my finger. I don't know whether it's a little beetle or it's a baby ladybird, but well, I don't know. He's scurrying on. Oops, that's blurred him out. Right, he's going under my sleeve now. I'll have to get him out. There it goes again. I've got it on some kitchen roll now. So, whoops. It might show up better when I get it on my tablet, but I just saw it at the same time as the big ladybird, and now I'm just assuming it's a baby one, but I don't know. We've seen very few of these this year, and it's away. Right, well, this is the bigger one, Tom. It's just come out of this little dish I'm putting the seeds in. Going round and round like a train. So he's scurrying on. Quite an interesting morning, really. The rain is now coming down persistently. We haven't had any thunder or lightning yet, but I'm just sorting out these seeds, and I'll go through them with you when I finish filming this fella. I think I'll encourage him to go outside. I don't want him locked in the potting shed when it gets so hot. Right. Right, Tom, well, I've nearly finished doing the seeds, but I've just found them. This little fella has popped out of one of the well, I'm actually doing some of the what they call grandmother's bonnet, getting the seeds out of those, and this little fella popped out as well. So although we're saying, you know, the insects are short, I've come across one or two little examples this morning. I'm not sure what this is. I've come across one or two spiders as well. Different shapes and sizes. He's gone to the inside of there. Oops. Anyway, I'll carry on with these, and then we'll go through them, and I'll have to get him outside as well. Right, Tom, well, I've got the seeds done, and I've just spotted this little spider. This is one of quite a few I've seen this morning. you know, that come out of the dead flower heads. Because I've done what I've done this morning is basically bluebells and what they call grandmother's bonnet. I don't know the proper name for it. I'll look it up when I put this video together. I think Flower Fairy mentioned it, but it's a pretty flower. It looks rather like a bluebell, but it's like a purpley type flower. So like the ladybirds and this green insect, whatever, have come out of the dead flower heads as I've been getting the seeds out. So there are insects about. You know, this is the point, isn't it? And this wee spider here is just on the kitchen roll. So as regards the seeds, what we've got here is these are all the seeds that I've got out of the grandmother's bonnet wildflower. I had the majority of these have come from the top end of the garden where the picnic table is, and I've got all these seeds out this morning. So that's the grandmother's bonnet. These here are so far this year's poppy seeds. These are the odd pods that have died off, the ones that came out first and have died off first, of course. So all these are this year's. I've still got a load from last year, so, and there'll be a load more to go in there yet. Plenty. In fact, over here I've got some that I've cut off early just to see if they'll dry out, and I'll see what colour the seeds are when the pods open. It's purely an experiment as this, because you are supposed to wait while they actually die off. But these aren't far off, but if they aren't black, then they aren't. They probably won't produce poppies next year. But as I say, it's just an experiment. I'll see what happens. So they'll stay in there, and then last of all, we have the bluebell seeds. So that's what we've got out of the bluebells. So I'll label those up, and while we're here, I'll just give you an update on the cuttings I'm going to send of the Valetera plant. There's 6 altogether. Now these ones in the big pots, I just cut these and wish pot luck, really. As I've said many times, I am not a gardener, and when it comes to cuttings, I haven't a clue. Our neighbour Debbie next door gave me an idea, but whether I've got it right or not, I don't know. But I have a feeling I have, because these in the big pots, that's this one, that one, and then there's one across here, and this one here. When I put these in, they were very, very droopy, and I thought, I'm going to lose these. And then there was 2 twig bits, as I call them, which are in the small pots here, and they've really rallied. Those will be taken. So I will say we've got 2 out of the 6 so far that I feel confident about. But as I say, having said that, I have a feeling that these in the big pots are slowly coming to as well, because they are very, very easy to grow. You you know, I don't think, as far as I know, there's a special way of taking a cutting as regards this plant. But we'll wait and see. They're looking a lot better now than what they were when I first planted them. In the first 3 or 4 days, they look very, very droopy, hanging over the edge of the pot, literally. But they've got straightened up now, so we'll leave them be, see how they go. But these two in the little pots, I'm very pleased about. So those are your cuttings. So that about wraps it up today, Tom. It's, as you can see from the glass on the potting shed frontage here, it's raining, so no butterflies today. Okay, I'll catch you later. Bye bye.